Is the Detroit Lions team fully prepared for the playoff battle? While the team enjoys its well-deserved bye week, the gears of the franchise continue to move full speed ahead to ensure that the squad is ready for the big opening game of the postseason. And if you think holidays are a time for everyone to rest, Dan Campbell, head coach of the Lions, has something to say about that. On Tuesday, January 7th, he shared exciting news about the return of some of the team's key players who have been sidelined due to injury, especially one fan favorite, who, according to Campbell, should be back on the field for the first playoff game of the season. The highly anticipated return of David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs to the team is confirmed, and the Lions' dynamic running back duo is expected to take the field for the playoff opener, scheduled for January 18th or 19th. During a press conference, Campbell didn't hold back in expressing his confidence in Montgomery's return for the NFC divisional round. Yes, he's going to be back, Campbell said confidently when asked about Montgomery's participation in this week's practices. Montgomery, who suffered a knee injury in a crucial game against the Buffalo Bills in Week 15, watched as Gibbs took over the workload and shone. However, with both ready to play, the Lions will be much more complete. Before his injury, Montgomery was dominating with 775 yards and 12 touchdowns in 14 games, an impressive feat in his first season with the Lions. He still has 4 years left on his contract, and fans can expect a lot from him in the future. Meanwhile, Gibbs has been a sensation this year, with or without Montgomery alongside him. With 365 rushing yards, 132 receiving yards, and 6 total touchdowns, Gibbs continues to impress, and his 20-touchdown performance so far is a remarkable NFL record. Campbell also brought good news about the injuries to cornerback Terrion Arnold and right guard Kevin Zeitler, who left the game against the Minnesota Vikings early. Both sustained injuries, but the reports were more optimistic than expected. The news is better than when the injuries occurred, but I can't guarantee that they'll be on the field yet. It's a positive scenario, the coach commented. Additionally, the team is facing a challenging period with injuries to key defensive figures such as Aiden Hutchinson and Alim McNeill, but the recovery of these players is crucial for the upcoming challenges. However, not all news is positive. Pat O'Connor's injury, which occurred during Sunday's game with a calf issue, has raised some concerns. Campbell doesn't seem as confident about O'Connor's short-term return. If you're as excited as we are to see the Lions in action in the playoffs, don't forget to follow our updates. Subscribe to our channel for more exclusive content and fresh news. With the return of key players like Montgomery and Gibbs, the Lions' offense is poised for a significant boost, especially considering the strong competition coming up in the playoffs. But we can't forget about the defense, which also has its missing pillars, like Aiden Hutchinson and Alim McNeill. The return of these players will be crucial to applying pressure on opposing quarterbacks and ensuring that the defense remains strong against powerful offenses. The Lions, who had an impressive regular season performance, now need to take it to the next level. Confidence in Montgomery and Gibbs is a huge advantage, but the real question is how the team will perform collectively in the playoffs, where the pressure is much higher. The team has shown resilience, and with the return of key pieces, they seem ready to give their best when it matters most. Another factor to watch is the recovery of players like Terrion Arnold and Kevin Zeitler. The work of the medical staff and the Lions' physical therapy department has been crucial, giving hope that these players could return in time for the crucial game. With defensive consistency and the strength of the offensive line, the team will be more balanced to face the challenges ahead. But of course, the big challenge now is the unknown. Injuries, unexpected changes, and the intensity of the playoffs can be tricky ground for any team. And for the Lions, it's a golden opportunity to finally leave their mark. The roster is excited, and with Dan Campbell's leadership, which has shown courage and determination, fans can expect a motivated team focused on each play. The journey to the Super Bowl starts now, and all fans can do is support tirelessly, believing that this team has what it takes to overcome any obstacle. The future of the Detroit Lions is bright, and with the return of their best players, the mission to win the title seems more achievable than ever. As a Detroit Lions fan, I see a huge opportunity for the team to make history this season. The return of key players like David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs is exciting, and we can already feel that the offense will be much stronger. Montgomery has shown to be a true leader on the field, with impressive numbers before the injury, and his return will give Gibbs the chance to continue standing out, but with more balance in the backfield. Furthermore, it's exciting to see that the Lions have a solid foundation for the future, with players like Gibbs and Montgomery, and of course, the defense building something much more lasting. Even with injuries to important figures like Aiden Hutchinson and Alim McNeill, The team has shown incredible resilience. Dan Campbell's work leading the team has been fantastic. He inspires the players to never give up and always strive for more. This is something that, as a fan, makes me extremely optimistic for what's to come. The playoffs are a new chapter where the pressure will be immense, but I believe the Lions have all the tools to shine. I believe that with a full roster, they can really make a significant impact. Of course, like any fan, I also feel anxious about any unforeseen circumstances, especially injuries. But the team's spirit and the unity I've seen so far make me believe that this team has something special. The future is promising, and the passion of the fans has been a motivating factor for everyone involved. I'm very excited to see how the team will perform in the coming weeks. Let's go, Lions! The excitement is contagious, and with the team working hard to recover and enter the playoffs at full strength, expectations are growing. One of the most notable aspects of this Lions season has been the next man up mentality that Coach Dan Campbell has reinforced. This has been evident, especially with the players who have taken on bigger roles when injuries occurred, showing that the team is more than just one or two names. Every player has contributed significantly to the team's success, and this is something that really gives me hope for the playoffs. Also, the defense, while still dealing with some key absences, has shown grit and has the potential to surprise. The absence of Hutchinson and McNeil is felt, but the defensive line and linebackers have held strong. The key will be the return of injured players and how the defense adapts to continue applying pressure on opposing quarterbacks. With a solid defense and an offense led by Montgomery and Gibbs, we have a winning formula. Another point that excites me is the energy from the fans. As a fan, I can feel the passion and support the Lions have received from their base, and this has been fuel for the players. Every win, every important play is closely followed, and the fan base has been a pillar of strength. This unwavering support is crucial, especially in the most challenging moments. At the same time, there's always a bit of apprehension because we know that playoffs are unpredictable. Anything can happen, and the pressure of playing on such a big stage is something that can affect even the most experienced teams. But the confidence I have in this group of players, both on offense and defense, is something that makes me believe they are ready for the challenge. I no longer see this team as the Lions of the past. This team has grit, has heart, and most importantly, has the desire to win. So, as a Lions fan, I can only look ahead with optimism. This team has all the ingredients to make a great playoff run. We're stronger than ever, and the journey to achieve playoff glory is just beginning. With talent, hard work, and unity, believe me, 2025 could be the Lions' year. If you share the same passion and want to follow every step of this exciting journey, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report and don't miss any updates. We are in this together, Lions.